Good morning and welcome to a special edition of Top Lines and Tales, where we come in live from the Great Yorkshire Show. And I'm at the moment alongside the Shorthorn Ring. And the Shorthorn cattle, of course, this year have their bicentenary. That's 200 years since they first had a herd book. So there's an extra special turnout of Shorthorns here today. I'm witnessing at the moment the class of senior bulls, and a tremendous class it is. If only I could show them to you. I'll try and get some photographs. And Richard Bartle, capably in the middle of the ring. Richard, a regular on our podcast, of course, in there judging the Shorthorns, and he's certainly got his work cut out. So hopefully we'll be speaking to a few breeders in a minute or two. So I'm being joined now at this ringside by a regular on our Top Lines and Tales podcast, John Scott. Morning, John. What are you thinking of today?
Morning, Andy. Really excited about today. 9 senior stock bulls in the beef Shorthorn class here, to the 200-year anniversary of the breed, and I don't think anybody can remember the last time we've had 9 big bulls out in a class. A tremendous show of bulls, some different types out there, giving the judge plenty to think about. And
I certainly agree with you. I mean, we've seen there's only been one stock bull in the class before now there, but a superb class, as you said, a bit of variation, but it'll make Bart scratch his head a wee bit.
Yeah, but I think he'd be more than fit for the job. He knows what he's doing. He's working away quite thoroughly there. That's quite a handy bull he's got in front of him at the moment. So, very interesting to see how the morning pans out. Of course, we've got Princess Anne joining us in a wee while. It's almost special for her to be here as our patron, and delegates from all over the world with us for the next couple of days. And indeed, they've been here since last week and will be here for another week, 10 days. So,
did they come up and see you, John? I know they went to a few.
They're coming to see us there's an after tour, which a bit like an after hours, really, hopefully. But they're coming to see us at the end there. They're going to finish with us on the very last day. So we've got them coming up. So delighted to see anybody up in our part of the world, or anybody that wants to come along. Be great to see them.
You'll have got the yard swept, especially, have you?
Yeah,
the
we're
place
going
cleaned
to
down.
a wee tidy up. But that's not too bad. She's not too bad just now. So no, the cattle are looking well. So looking forward to showing people around it.
And there's a tremendous, and not just of the bulls here, this is the first class, but there's close on 200 Shorthorns, I think, with the dairies as well. It's exciting, but what a great show of Shorthorns right the way through. They've come a long way, haven't they?
No, they have come an awful long way, even when I've been breeding them almost 30 years now, where they were at the start and where they are now. And it's great in the home of Shorthorns in the north of England here that we can put on a show like this. It's just tremendous. And speaking to the people on the tour, they've really enjoyed what they've seen so far, and been very impressed with what they've seen on the tour. And
some good young faces and old faces in here. I mean, some of these breeders have been in it forever, and you've been in it a long while, and there's some youngsters and new people coming in all the time as well.
I think
livening it up.
One of the really exciting things about the breed at the moment is, yes, you've got the people that have been there for a while, but you've got loads of new breeders and people getting involved in the breed, both in terms of the show ring and also commercially, and using the breed on commercial beef farms. So it's taking a lot of boxes. I mean, it was a great improvement. It still is. It's 200 years. Yeah. 200 years as a cattle breed. That's awesome. And great to have it here, and still doing a great job.
And as you said, when we did a podcast on the history of the breed going back a few months now, the diversity in the breed for breeding females, for breeding beef, and the demand now for Shorthorn beef, of course, is bringing on the beef side on more, but there's still some of these bulls out here are out there to breed suckler cows, and that's where the variation comes.
That's always been the great thing about the breed, is that it does two jobs there. I mean, and primarily as a breeder, I want to breed bulls that will go on and breed cows, suckler cows that will thrive in any environment. But obviously you want the male animal, the surplus males, the steers, to be able to go for meat, and they eat so well, Andy. We've got great support from Morrison's, and you see the Shorthorn beef on the shelves there, and looking forward to catching up with them later on the show as well.
Well, John, it's great to speak to you. We might come back to you a little bit later, but keep your eye on this ring here. I'll take a few photographs and maybe we can upload them later. And have you got a favourite in here, John? Can you stick your neck out?
There's a couple of big Red Bulls here I quite like. I'm looking for locomotion as well. Let's see how they walk. What about you, though? When are you showing? Tell me about your...
Yeah, we've got a few sheep here. We're still on our world tour of the 3 shows, taking our sheep out there, but we're not until tomorrow, so they're resting at the moment, and then it's early doors to get started tomorrow, and not to drink too much tonight.
Well, that's always a challenge, but looking forward to tomorrow morning and see how we get on. No pressure, though, after the Highland.
No, there's only one way I can go from here, John.
Indeed.
All right, we'll speak to you later. Thanks.
Cheers.
You probably can't hear this, but the Judge Bart is now giving a few of his reasons. If you can, we'll try and tune it in.
The fourth bull, the oldest bull in the class, unfortunately was showing his age a little bit, but still a very, very good bull. The quality all the way down the line. I think there's bulls in this room that could do lots and lots of jobs.
And
thank you for all that.
we're just seeing the first prize bull come round there, and John Scott's delighted because he bred the father of it. So John will be buying the beers in a short while. We'll come back to you soon. I've now got alongside me the well-known Alan Jackson, and Alan, you had a big bull in the last class. So a wee bit disappointed, maybe.
Maybe a wee bit. Man's choice.
The man's choice. He went for a thicker type.
Went with a thicker type bull.
Yeah. But you got a young bull here going into the young class by the looks of it.
Yeah.
What's the breeding in this boy?
He's a Burnside Elite out of a Tough Atlas female.
Okay.
He won his class at Highland. So
yeah, he'll be a big bull. I think we can see him here just now.
Tremendous flesh.
Yeah. Well, I wish you luck with it, Alan. We'll get back to you shortly.
Thank you.
And I've got with me another regular on our podcast. Danny Wiley was on the podcast recently, and he's here now working away. But fetch you out of retirement, Danny.
I am, just come with the daughter, for the day.
And you were out showing a bull just now.
I was out helping an old friend, Alan Jackson, the oldest bull in the class.
It was a great show of bulls, wasn't it?
It was a tremendous show for senior bulls, for any breed like.
Tremendous show right across the board as well.
That's right. Yeah,
superb. Well, I wish you best of luck with the rest of it anyway, Danny. It's nice to see you.
Cheers, Andy.
Another old favourite off the podcast, been on a short while ago, Di Clark. Di, you're in amongst the Shorthorns this morning.
Yep, just watching away here, showing a couple of young heifers.
You're looking fitter than you should do, Di, from the status of you last
Looks to be
night.
deceiving.
Good luck, mate. And I've also got Paul Westaway here, more better known for his Angus, I would say. But Paul, you've got Shorthorns here as well.
Yeah, morning Andy, we're over the moon. I mean, it's a 200-year celebration. Huge credit to Great Yorkshire Show and the Shorthorn Society, and what a show. Standard up and down the line, cattle from north to south of the country. Real privilege to be here, Andy.
Outstanding to celebrate the 200 years, and it's just brilliant. Everybody's dug in.
Awe-inspiring, and all the work that people like Mark Seven and James and those guys have done, incredible, tremendous.
Yeah, superb. Well, nice to speak to you. Now I have Sally and Charles Hurrell there, of course, well known in amongst the Shorthorn breed there, and a great standard of bulls in that first class, wasn't it?
Yes, super line-up of bulls. Really good to see that depth of quality right through the breed going down that far. There won't be many breeds will have that sort of class out at the show today. 9 stock bulls is wonderful.
Spectacular sight.
A good winner. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I wish you luck with the show anyway. Maybe speak to you later when you get a few prize tickets in front of you.
Hopefully.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And of course, it's not just the Shorthorns who are having a celebration birthday this week of their 200. It's the Charolais cattle as well, and it's their 50th year, and they've got their own congress going on here at the Yorkshire Show as well. I've just hot-footed it across the other side of the show ring, and I can see a class of senior bulls in here. Not quite so many in this one, just 3, but 3 tremendous-looking bulls, and we'll see if we can get a chat to a few people. And I've just bumped into an old friend of mine, Duncan McLaren. Duncan, good morning at the Highland Show.
Yorkshire Show? Highland was last week. No, Devon was last week.
You've been to that many shows, you wouldn't remember what day of the week is, I think. And this is the Charolais convention going on here, and three good big bulls in here.
Three really good bulls, big powerful bulls.
Yeah.
Maybe not what the international people are looking for, but it's what happens in this country.
Yeah, it's quite a big delegate of Charolais breeders over for this conference, I think. And is that the bull that was winning the Highland Show there? We can see
standing second.
Standing second. Well, there we go. That just shows us something for everybody. Different judges. And who's our judge today?
Spike. Yeah, Stephen Nesbitt.
Of course.
Well, we can't call him Spike anymore.
Oh no, just about. Still got a Spike in there. I can see him across the ring.
But Peter Dongo's bull's a good bull, big powerful bull.
Good. Well, hopefully we'll come back to these again shortly. And it's nice to speak to you anyway, Duncan. It's time we'll have beer together sometime.
Right.
So I've got Neil Brown with me, and he's been ably assisted by Dickie Davis, 2 veterans now in the show world there, and fantastic win you just took there with Peter Dongo's big bull.
Yeah, it's a homebred 4-year-old bull, murder breeding both sides.
Yeah.
He's only been in the halter for 8 weeks.
Is that right?
That's why he's a bit slow at times, but he's a grand bull, very nice temperament.
Tremendous.
Lovely bull to work with.
All right, and I imagine you'll go a bit further. You'll be looking forward to going a little bit further, or maybe
one step at a time, Andy, one step at a time.
Well, congratulations anyway.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Now you can hear we're down amongst the sheep lines here, and I'm along with Mike Alford, and Mike, better known maybe for the cattle side of it, but you've got sheep here as well. Have you got on?
Yeah, we've got Charolais sheep here. We just won the senior top class.
Okay, is that a big class?
6 in the class, and I was quite pleased with them. Really, looked well in the ring.
Happy with that, yeah?
Happy. I'll tell you later on if I'm really happy.
You got a few more to go in yet?
No, someone let us down. It was giving us a hand with the sheep, so we only bought the one tap. We did have half a dozen entered, but
okay.
We'll see how we get on.
You got cattle here as well?
Yeah, we got a limb carrier and 2 Angus heifers.
Excellent.
We got 1 Rouge Tupper and 1 Suffolk Gimmer.
You're a man of all trades and all breeds there. Well, good luck with all of them, Mike and Mel, and we'll catch you guys later.
Thank you very much, Andy.
Cheers. I've got with me now Mamie Patterson and Andrew Ryder, both known for the Belgian Blues, but also in the Beltex alongside the Beltex ring. What like a Beltex are they here?
Oh, good show of Beltexes, yeah, good strong classes.
And it's nice to see a lady in the middle of the ring there with Sarah Gibbons. She doing a good job there, Mamie?
Of course, she always does a good job.
She does. I'll get a word with her if she's there. I think she's busy. I'll catch Sarah in a minute anyway. Yeah, there's a good show of Beltex here, isn't it?
Yeah, good show of Beltex, yeah.
Okay, well, great. We'll come back to him in a minute or two. And now I have with me Charles Horton, who is the president of the Shorthorn Association. You must be delighted with the show of cattle here today.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm only responsible for the beef side, but we've got a tremendous entry of top quality cattle, lots of new exhibitors. Just shows we're on. Things are on the up, and that's the way we like it to be, and that's great.
Certainly is. There was a tremendous class of old bulls we saw earlier on, and a good class of young bulls as well. But as you said, busy week because you've had delegates coming from all over the world here, so you'll have been entertaining those all week, I'd imagine.
Well, they were at our farm on Friday, and just after we'd been TB testing.
Right.
And then yesterday morning I had red tractor, so it's been
it's
all been a laugh a minute.
And still some more to go yet, I think.
Oh yes, there's more to come. Yes. So,
and some celebrations this afternoon, and I gather you've got the Princess Royal coming in as well.
Yes, so our patron is coming this afternoon, and plenty of time for her to go and on the programme to see exhibitors and cattle and whatever, which is what she likes.
She takes a keen interest in it, doesn't she?
She does. She gave a very good speech at the opening of the World Conference on Thursday night at Windsor, which was very impressive without notes. And,
the depth of knowledge is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, she's not on song. It's not just a sinecure to her. She takes an interest.
She takes it seriously.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck with the rest of the convention and today. Nice to speak to you. I'm back here ringside again at the Shorthorns now. That's the three bull classes judged, John, and then so they're going in for the male championship now. And he said you bred the father of that bull, and he's looking to swell at the moment.
Yeah, no, bred the father of the senior bull, bull called Fern Godfather. So it's called Rocky Leaf from Mark and Tracy Severn. A really thick bull, looking well there. Cracking 2-year-old bull though, and a couple of good young bulls. I don't know where he's going to go here. I think I'd probably be putting my money on maybe one of the two older bulls.
Will he judge the senior male championship first, or all the males come in together, do we think?
I'm not sure what they'll do here.
It's like a bit of a hold up at the gate is.
Find out in a minute, we'll get things moving, but no, it's really useful bulls so far. We're just finishing off the bulls now, moving on to the females, and there'll be some big classes there. Here we go, all the bulls are coming in now, so we're going to have all 4 bulls in at once. They split the junior bull class because there was so many of them, so we'll get
the 2-year-old bull's looking a good bull to me at the moment in the ring. There's some shape about that bull.
I think he might take a bit of stopping now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see in a minute.
Yep.
So now I'm alongside Kerry Coombs, another familiar name to the Shorthorn breeders when we did a podcast on the history of the breed earlier on in the year. And Kerry, what a great show of Shorthorns.
Oh, this is fabulous, isn't it? What numbers too, and the quality. There's different types here, as you'd expect with numbers like this, but I think there's something for everybody here.
Bart stuck to his guns though with the more thicker types of beefy bulls, would you say?
Yes, that seems to be his type right enough, but we've all got a type, haven't we? We're never all going to agree with every judge, are we? In fact, we're all going to disagree on principle, but nonetheless, he's the main man. It's his day, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's enjoying himself out there and being certain about it and giving good reasons.
I hope so. I don't see him smiling much, but judges tend to concentrate, don't they?
Yeah, no, Bart will be smiling inside. He'll be happy to have so many good cattle in front of him, won't he?
Oh, he will. There's nothing better than having big classes. I sometimes think they're easier to judge. Small classes, but once you get into a big class, you can have some fun.
You can get on with it then, and he's got a big class now. He's got the 4 bulls all in together in for the male championship.
Looking for the male championship. I don't know where my money's on this one. I'm not quite sure, but
no, I think we'll find out in a minute too. Anyway, Kerry, nice to speak to you.
And you, Andy. Cheers.
There we go. The male champion of the Shorthorns is the 2-year-old bull that won the second class there, and a cracking looking bull. We'll get some photographs of him. That concludes the judging of the males at the Highland Show, with the 2-year-old bull being male champion, and the senior bull, the one that won that big class of senior bulls earlier on, went in as reserve male champion. So that's the bulls over now. They will come back to the females later on today. I've then taken a short time away from the Shorthorn judging because I've been away doing some other work there amongst the sheep lines there. But we're going to go back now to the Shorthorn rings. Here we are back at nearly the conclusion of the Shorthorn judging. It's been a long day for Bart. He's done an excellent job. He's still kept his jacket on and still looking cool. He's judging a class of heifers now, which is again an excellent class, and maybe one or two easy winners in this class, so we'll catch up with a few breeders in a minute. John, here we are back at the side of the judging ring in the second last class, I think, of heifers, and the easy winner in that class. I've been a long time out of the job, but I think I picked her as I came through the gate. And
yeah, she's pretty handy, isn't she? She's a cracking heifer. I saw her mother yesterday when I visited the herd, and really good to see it. Tremendous depth throughout the female classes, and we're nearly there now. One more class to go, and then we're into the championships, into the big tickets then.
Yeah, and Bart's still keeping himself well there, keeping his jacket on, and keeping cool.
He's still cool. He's working away. He's doing well there. Yeah. No, he's been fairly easy to follow. He knows what he's doing. He's well experienced, so it's great to see. That's that done now. Yeah, Upsall winning that class, second last class.
Upsall heifer, would that be by the same bull as your Upsall bull? Looks similar colours.
No, slightly different, I think. Slightly different. But she is a cracker.
A pretty beast.
Yeah, she's good, really smart.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get on to the championships in a minute, and we'll have another chat in a minute or two.
Yeah, right out. Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you. I'm standing alongside Stuart Curry now. We were just waiting for the female championships to come into the ring. They've just judged the last class of heifers, and some great females about here. Stuart, isn't it? A superb show.
Mega show. Yeah. Best show I think I've ever seen of Shorthorns anywhere in the country. Brilliant. Absolutely great advert for the breed.
Absolutely wonderful show of first prize winners coming in the ring now, isn't it? They'll be hard to pick these ones out.
Class. Yeah. Class all the way through. Yeah. 4 heifers in the ring there. Look, you won't be able to decide between the 4.
No.
I'll take any one of those over.
Yeah, take them all.
If not all of them.
Well, we'll see how they get on.
Yeah, excellent.
Well, we've just seen the championship judged of the juniors, and the bull number 31 from Tina Russell. Sure, that's a good-looking bull, and he was winning it easy.
He's a lovely young bull. Yes, he deserved.
Absolutely, stood out a mile when he came in the ring. So well done to her, and we'll see some more championships on the way.
Won't wear that one at home.
No.
No, don't die.
We're looking now at the overall female champion, which is a fantastic lineup of cattle there, and I've got a friend alongside me there, Duncan McGregor, that's just got into a few Shorthorns there. Duncan, what are you thinking of this lot?
Looks a good show of cattle.
That's an understatement, I would say. It's a tremendous show of cattle. We'll give you the results in a minute or two. Female champion goes to number 42, lovely big red cow here, Stuart, isn't she? Over from Ireland, we think, but tremendous, well made.
It's an Irish bred cow, but it's a massive beast, isn't it?
Isn't she? Just well made.
Full right the way through, isn't she?
Good calf at foot as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, good winner. Following on into the supreme champion of the show now, and such a spectacle. I'll try and get some photographs there, but we've got the two bulls champion in reserve and the 2 females champion in reserve, and changed judges now. So Major Gibb from Glen Isla is going to take over and judge the final championship, and we're joined in the ring as well by Royal Highness Princess Anne. And the overall champion goes to number 10, the male champion from earlier on, the 2-year-old bull, and he looks tremendous. Well, we're back ringside, and that's the conclusion of the judging there in the Shorthorns. A tremendous show of cattle there, and a superb winner there, John.
Yeah, no, a good winner, a very well balanced bull, and an excellent reserve in the cow with calf at foot. I really liked her.
No, she's a good breedy beast, isn't she?
Yeah, no. Cracking. It's been a great day. The weather's behaved itself, and been a huge crowd watching. We've got HRH Princess Anne with us just now, handing the prizes over, which is fantastic. She, again, supporting us really well. A really good day. Just great to be out here, and such a huge crowd, and good fun.
There is a massive crowd, isn't there? And I suppose for all Princess Anne commands a little bit of media presence around about the place. She's not borrowed up here for the media. It's about the cattle. She's very keen, isn't she?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, no, she does enjoy her cattle. She appreciates good stock and understands livestock. And I think for us as a breed, it's fantastic to have the spectacle here today. And looking forward to the next 200 years with our 200-year history now behind us. We just got to make sure we're still fit for purpose, and we are. We're a fantastic breed. We offer so much in terms of what is required from a beef animal going forward, and lots of interest in the breed. It's great to see.
Yep, no, that's superb to see, and a fantastic spectacle. And John, thanks for chatting with me today on Top Lines and Tails, and we look forward to having a beer with you later on.
Look forward to it. Cheers, Andy.
Cheers. Well, I hope you enjoyed that live coverage from the Great Yorkshire Show here in Harrogate, and following mainly the Shorthorns and their 200th year convention, and we'll hope to come back to you maybe tomorrow with some more live coverage from this show. And thanks for listening for Top Lines and Tales podcast. As always, of course, sponsored kindly by Harborough.